Unmute, we're good to go. Let's make it full screen, shall we? There we go. Have a good evening, mate. They're not used to having the music. Oh, you're all right. Let's just hope no one else heard it, eh? Good evening, friends. Good evening and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualist Church this fine, wonderful Thursday here in Littleport Village Hall. It's so good to see you all. Familiar faces, new faces, old faces, and faces from all over the world too, joining us. Hello, online. So remember, we are live on Facebook and YouTube, so please do not swear. Or as I should say, please do not swear again. It's lovely to have everybody here and with us today. And it is equally wonderful to welcome here this evening a wonderful exponent of this way of life, who is absolutely going to give us a wonderful, uplifting evening in order to prove the continuity of life, to show that life is eternal, and to show that we are never on our own and being watched and kept an eye on. So please welcome to Littleport, the one and only Michael Gooch. Now, I don't care what anybody says, this man's a brave man, because he's been here before and he came back for second helpings. But again, Michael, thank you for coming, and we look forward to a wonderful evening with you. Friends, let's open this evening by starting with a short prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, divine, universal source of all creation, we thank you for this opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, of hope, and of friendship, to witness your proof and your truth of the continuity of life. As we place this service in your care and keeping, we ask that the veil be lifted, that the two worlds might merge, and that we can feel the love and warmth of those that have gone before us, begging, egging, and beckoning us all on. And so, as we always say, Great Spirit, everything we do will be in the name of love, truth, and light. Amen. Notices. Of course, we've got the workshop this Sunday from 10:30 until 3. Oh my word, I got it right again. From 10:30 until 3, we have the workshop in that little room over there. So if you are interested, come and see Mum, come and see me. It's £15. We have a right good laugh, and it should be equally a giggle this week too. And then obviously the week after that, from 10 until 1, we've got the drumming circle. I've been practicing, all right, you know. From 10 until 1, we've got the White Feather Healing Drumming Circle, where shamanic drumming is used to uplift the vibrations, to provide healing and joy. And then after that, there's always an exercise. Who have we got this month? Joanne Sands will be giving a demonstration of her talents and talking about it, and people will get the opportunity to have a go and a play and an exercise in learning as well. So also very worthwhile. Again, that room, and it's not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. Of course, we always begin the evening proper with words of philosophy and upliftment and something that might encourage some thought, and it's usually spirit-driven. Of course, when it comes to philosophy, Many churches have a reading that then leads on to the philosophy. We do that back to front to try and prove spirit. But there are times in this world where you might not necessarily be so surprised when things are in tune. And today would be a day like that, and I'm really, really hoping I'm right now. I'm sure I am. But there's usually synchronicity, regardless of whether we start on the same page. Because it's the synchronicity of spirit that ties everything together. It's the synchronicity of spirit that unites us all. And it is the synchronicity of spirit that drives us forward to say, no, we don't want to live like that. To say, no, we should be free. And today, on the 6th of June, never more have you heard that cry echoing through the passages of time. I've got some very personal family connections to this day, as I'm sure many people in the room have. My great uncle Tom was a sailor. He joined the Navy, and he was a signalman Spalding, sir. And he was selected to be a signalman working for a man called Admiral Bertram Ramsay. And Admiral Bertram Ramsay was in the cliffs of Dover planning a big operation for the 6th of June, D-Day. When we talk about history, when we learn about it in school, it's watered down for the benefit of youth. When we talk about history in our teens and our midlife, it's usually based off things we've heard, stories we've been told, but also, to an extent, maybe glamorized by movies and TV shows. Every so often, you'll get one that tells the truth. The events of the 6th of June, D-Day, were not pretty. It was not great conditions. It was not a great condition that led to it being needed to be done in the first place. But people stood up and said, enough is enough. People stood up and said, we want to be a part of something nobler and better. And people came together to help. That is the one message I hear echoing through the passages of time, through my friends and helpers, through your friends and helpers, through your loved ones and your relatives. They say, enough is enough. Life could be better. And if we think about times now, we live in a wonderful world, really, in comparison. Freedom, unity, happiness. But there's always a risk that if we become complacent, if we expect rather than nurture, that unity and that peace can be lost. That unity and that peace can be not what we think it is. Because there are times in this world, my friends, when people will drive themselves forward through dividing, through segregating, and through separating. And this happens more than we realize. When we come together in November, there's a word that's used, or a phrase that's used. Never again. My friends, that shouldn't just be in November. It should certainly be when we remember the 6th of June. But it should be every day. Every day we should think about compassion and unity and courage and strength. Because today commemorates strength, courage, compassion, and a will to stand together and say, things can be better. And you know what? It might have been painful. It might have been hard, and for some, it was their last day. But they earned peace and they earned freedom, not just for themselves, but for all of us. We owe it to them, to ourselves, and for the up-and-coming generations and the generations to come, to make sure that we do not allow separation, segregation, and pain to divide us. Because the one thing I know, we are always better together than we are apart. And so, my friends, let that be the message that we send from this place on their behalf today. We are better when we stand together. We are nobler when we unite. And we are at our best when we are compassionate, kind, and respectful of those that have given us the chance to be free. That's all I've got to say. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all. And so now is the time, of course, as I said a moment ago, where we hand over the floor to someone who is going to give a reading. And just while our hubby is wiring her up, without wires, don't panic. When you see Eunice tonight, make the most of her reading tonight, because next week there won't be time for one. But you will be seeing quite a bit of her. But more about that later. For now, for our reading tonight, please welcome to the front, Eunice.
Good evening, one and all. My verse tonight is called Lest We Forget. 80 years so long ago, it's hard to comprehend the horrors that they went through to help that war to end. You are sitting here tonight, listening to what I say. I send our thoughts to all that gave their lives upon that day. I am proud of every one of them, those who gave without a thought of what would happen in the end to gain the peace we sought. Some wonder, now that times have changed, why this matters. Well, I will say, they gave us their tomorrows so that we can live today.
Beautiful. Marvellous. Thank you, Eunice, and so very, very true. And of course, when it comes to giving, this church is very giving. It's good at giving healing, that's what it is. It's also good at chucking the new microphone on the floor when it dings off. You're right. In a moment, I can still see a green light, so you're fine. I'm going to hand over to Tony in a second. Please send your healing thoughts to Tony, because he's got a little bit of a war wound himself. And as you can see, we didn't opt for the big dramatics this week because he's banned from going more than a foot up a ladder. And I think Eunice would have probably beat me up if I'd have let him. But please send your healing to Tony whilst this is ongoing. If you should want some healing, be ready to do as you're told by sticking your hand up. When you put your hand up when you want healing, please keep your hand up until someone is with you, and we'll make sure that there's somebody with you. But to explain the full story and to lead us in healing tonight, I will now surrender the front over to Mr. Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, our healing leader, Tony Spears.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Right, okay. From the healing book this week. Megan, Danny, Elaine, Kathy and David, Sylvia, Roger and Sheila, Pauline and Alan, Amanda, Jackie R, Kate and Kev S, Yvette and Wayne, and Christine. If you would remember all of those in your thoughts, please. It is always incumbent on me to say a few words just before we get to the healing. Healing is perhaps the most important thing we do here, and Nick will agree with that. I always ask you to ask the Great Spirit to send the healing powers down through the healers to you, because that's all it is. We are only a conduit to get it here. We don't do it ourselves. So please put your thoughts together, get that healing vibe going. If you'd like some healing right now, just raise a hand. If you're prepared to heal, please go to where there's a hand raised.
I'll go down there.
Okay.
And
Do you want me to go there?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're all right there. Oh no.
Oh, it's
okay,
all
I'll
right.
go
Eunice
there
is
then.
going.
I'll go to Debbie.
You'll go to Debbie. I know
no
what.
music this week. So.
That's okay. I'll time it if I had a watch on, but you can tell me when it's time. Okay. So healers, prepare yourselves, and healing thoughts, please. If you can make your starts right now. Thank you, healers. If you can just pull yourselves back now. And thank you to all of those of you who asked, because it is the most important question to answer tonight. Just a word about next week, because we have a full program next week. We won't do any in-service healing, but as ever, I'm just round the corner. And even if you're shy, just come and see me and we'll do it for you. No problems at all. Thank you.
And thank you to Tony and all of the healers. We'll get used to it eventually, mate. There we go. I'll plug you in now. There we go. Ooh, pop that. There we go. That's you. Wired up now.
Wired and ready to go.
Again, thank you to all of our healers. And yes, I completely agree. Healing is at the core of everything we do. Whether it's the philosophy, the healing of the heart, whether it's mediumship, the healing of the past, or whether it's the hands-on healing, the healing of everything else. It's the core of what we do. Now we are going to talk about the mediumship style of healing. In a moment, I'm going to hand over. And in spite of starting 5 minutes late because of a technical issue, in spite of starting 5 minutes late, we've actually caught up, which is wonderful. What I will say, if I can get the timings right next week, we'll see how we go. Definitely my philosophy is gone, so you can come early. But we are having an ordination next week. So we will actually be starting at 7:30. If you are someone who can't make it at 7:30, don't worry, the doors aren't locked and they will be on the latch. But we will be starting at 7:30. We will be starting with the ordination of 2 deacons. And then after that, 3 ministers. And then we will have a demonstration of mediumship as we normally do. We've got 3 wonderful exponents coming from literally all over Europe. I can say that because one of them's coming from France, to be ordained. But we've also got one of their number as part of their group is being ordained as a deacon. But they're not the only ones, because next week, one of those ordainees will be Eunice Spinks as my personal deacon. We've all got to have a lackey now and again who'll smack us later on for saying that and beat us up for forgetting things. But no, Eunice has been on one heck of a journey, as has Jane, as has Cherry, as has Jen, as has Trace. And next week is their celebration of their achievements. That's what it's about. It's also a way of saying to the universe that there are 5 more servants ready to serve. That is what an ordination is. And it's going to be really, really special. So do come along to support those 5 wonderful exponents of spirit in all that they do. And of course, our medium will be our very own, very, very, very wonderful Della Thompson. So I do look forward to that. But the reason I say this now, just so that I can get daggers from Eunice for talking about her for more than 30 seconds, is that service is everything to those that work for Spirit. And it doesn't matter whether we advertise with a business card, a poster, a post on Facebook, or a little bit of plastic round our neck that says, "Hello, I'm here, come on, I'll help you." We are here to serve, and that is the most important thing. And here to serve tonight is another equally wonderful exponent of Spirit, who I'm going to hand over to in a second. But should Michael come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. Because let's face it, we're all blooming nosy and want to know what's going on in each other's lives. Please remember that if you do need to evacuate the building, there is exits at the front and at the rear. Through that door there and through that door there. Or in other words, there and there. But most importantly, have an uplifting evening. Enjoy your company with each other, and please give a huge and raucous and loving welcome to our medium tonight. I give you Michael Gooch.
It was. What beer tonight's game?
There or there, but not for at least another 45 minutes.
Oh, hello everybody.
Good evening.
It's lovely to be back. I was here last year. I'm still quite new at this, so bear with me. But I think wonderful words have been spoken tonight about the special day today and about spiritualism itself. You know, we all have different paths to lead and to walk, and yet there's great teachers that have written books, and you can learn from books, but you can sit on circles and have great and good teachers. So it's a wonderful thing. Once you work with Spirit, they don't let you go. You know, whatever may happen, they may stand back. And when you're ready, they'll say, "Come on, we need you to work for us again." And that's what's happened to me. So please bear with me, and I'll do my best. Okay, if not, I'll call on Nick. But can I come to you, please? First of all, I come to you because I have a very, very, very jolly lady in the spirit world. and someone who was very happy while she was on the earth plane. She liked a good laugh. She liked to laugh. She liked to sing. She liked to dance. But at the same time, she cherished life as well. Can you understand this lady? Sorry, you will. Yeah, I do feel it's a family member. Okay, and she was a very neat lady as well, very petite in her outlook on life as well. Someone you could talk to, someone you could draw into and talk to, and have a there was a side where she was quite serious. You know, you wouldn't think that you could do this with with this person, but it was in the person's makeup as she was. Okay, someone who loved life and loved children as well. She loved children around her. She had a love of animals as well, and life within itself. It was. She says it was precious to her as well. And I do feel there was her husband is with her in the spirit world as well. I do feel that, and there's a beautiful union when they're on the earth plane. They connected well together. They connected well together. Someone and the gentleman would like life. He liked being outdoors. He liked to look. And he's telling to me, I don't know if you know this, but he's saying he used to like to look at the stars at night time as well. And he would use his imagination. He said, "I would just go. I would just go with what I was seeing." And he found the stars fascinating as well. And he says, "I always believed that we were not alone." Okay, and I don't think this is something that he would have actually spoken a lot about, because I think people would think he was, you know, he's gargoyle or something, you know, a bit loony. So he kept it to himself. But it was a nice passing for him as well. He said you know, when the time came for him to pass, I was ready to go. Okay, if you can understand that as well. And he said it was a good funeral as well. He's just what he's saying, a good funeral as well. And again, he's had a dog with him. He's got a dog in spirit. If you can understand that, the dog in spirit with with this gentleman. Yeah, he just showed me this dog, so I've got to give it to you, my love. Okay, you know, if you can take it. But he's there and he's patting it on his, and he loved this dog. He loved this dog very much. Okay, and he was very upset when the dog, well, they'll say little, so when he actually passed into the spirit world, and he's so happy that he's been reunited with him as well. The lady comes forward again, and she's dressed in this lovely white long dress, and she's got lovely hair, and she's really a pretty woman, because when we leave the physical body, you know, you come back and she's like when she was young, you know, and very very petite and very neat and very nice. But someone who liked cooking as well would be in the kitchen and making things as well. And read. She used to read as well. This lady used to read as well. She showed me um, books more like magazines, you know, type of thing, like magazines and that. And she's saying they used to go for walks together as well. If you can understand that, they'd go for walks as well. I do feel like there's country scenes as well. She's showing me country scenes where they would walk and take in everything, and they used to take in everything but what they were seeing as well. It wasn't just let's walk down this alleyway, but let's see what we're seeing as well. You know, they liked the beauty of what was around them. They took it into them, took it into them, and they'd come back and they feel so refreshed, and they say we had a lovely walk, you know, and they would like to talk about it, you know, and share that moment as well. She's just saying sometimes she liked a little tipple, but not but not a lot, but sometimes a little tipple and that. And a lady who would like Christmas as well. Both, I feel that the couple themselves would like Christmas. They found it a nice jolly time, a family time when family got together. If you can understand that. Okay. No problems with your health, she's saying. She's just letting me know. No problems with your health. Okay, nothing serious. I don't feel the same. So I've got to give that as she's saying to me. Okay, if you can understand that as well, yeah. Um, you can be quite forceful at times as well. She's saying you can be quite forceful, you know, and you do. I know you was laughing and joking earlier on, but I've got to give it to you that she says that you do like a good laugh, and that comes from the belly as well. It's you know, and you like a good time as well. You know, when you go out, you want to go out and you want to enjoy yourself. okay? And she said sometimes she's standing there watching you and laughing. She said, but you're making her happy because you're happy. You're having a lovely time. And that's the most important thing, she says, because this time in the world, there's so much upheaval, so much sadness, so much negativity, she feels. So it's nice that you can get out and be positive and enjoy yourself. And she said, don't ever change as a person. She said, be yourself, okay? Because I think a lot of people find you quite overpowering. And there's some people you might meet, but you won't meet again, you know. And she laughs as she says this because she says you are you. You are unique. You are unique in your own way, okay. And it's like she's showing me like you wouldn't be surprised if you got a custard pie and then you want to accept you in the face, you know, and you'd walk away with your head held up high, you know, like we're saying, but that's how you are as a person. And she says, don't ever change because she loves you for how you are, okay? Uh, I don't know if you're aware sometimes, but sometimes I don't know if you've picked up like a scent around you or a smell. You might be doing something. It's another way of her saying, "I'm with you. I'm near you." So it's just her letting you know that she's around. Okay, she's been in your home as well. She's been in your home. Okay, um, she she's trying for you to see her with your physical eye. Okay, so she's working on that, but please, you know, don't jump out of the window if you see, you know, because sometimes it's like a corner of your eye type of thing, you know. But just go with it and just live your life and just do what you're doing, okay? Because when that moment happens, it will happen, okay? But don't drop your best china when it happens, okay? But yes, a lot of love for you there, and she walks with you. She says there's a green path ahead of you. There's good times coming for you as well because you deserve it. She said you've worked hard in your life as well. When you look back on your life, can you understand that? Yeah. So she's saying, you know, there's some relaxing times coming for you, some good times for you. Okay. And she's saying, and she's just saying, you know, look at numbers. Okay, you look at numbers. No, it's not about counting. It's just about looking at numbers. Just look at numbers. You might have to need to write them down. Okay, so you can count. Okay then. Okay then. She's just showing me a bowl of apples as well, rosy and red, and I think that's like how can I say I can't think of the word I want to use, but you're like a bowl of apples. You're rosy. You're red. Okay, and yes, and you're not. I can't say no. I can't say that. So, hey, she's saying you're nice and juicy inside as well. There you go. She's laughing. She's standing. She's laughing about her head off. I tell you, there's some things you just don't say. But okay, if you're all right about you're all right about that. So okay, so take her love. Know she's with you. The lovely lady and the husband as well. Okay, and lovely working. Thank you for working with me. Okay. Can I come? I know. Can I come to you, sir? Can I come to you? I know you have an Indian guide who worked with you. Yeah, and he's been around you quite a lot just recently. And I don't know if you felt him around you, but he's been quite strong. Can you understand that, sir? You've been quite strong. And as a healer, you're getting healing as well from the spirit world as well. So you know that as well. Okay. There's a lot of changes coming around you as well for you as well. I think you've got a lot of ideas in your mind, what you'd like to do and how you'd like to go. Okay. And the spirit are working with you, and you're definitely your Indian guide is very much working with you and influencing you at this moment of time. Okay. Can you understand that, sir? Okay. Yeah, he's very proud of how you've led your life and very proud how you work with the spirit and the respect that you have for spirit as well. Can you understand that, sir? And he's saying you've got some new guides coming in as well, okay? But he's going to be your main guide, all right? And they're going to work around whatever he says. They're going to work around you, okay? But he's the main influence in your life, And I feel he's been with you since you've been a little tot. He's been with you since then, and you've been aware of him as well as a little child, because you are a very spiritual gentleman, you know. And there's a lot more that you could do if you wanted to do, but your emphasis and you feel strongly for healing, and they're fine with that. They love that because healing is such a beautiful thing to give. It's free, it's unconditional, you know, and it can help people in times when they're troubled, you know, or situations they find them in. And it's the words that come, and you're very good with words as well. And the spirit inspires you when you work, and when you have a one-to-one with people, you know what to say, you know the right words. The right words come out, don't they, sir, for you? And that's very much because you work with the spirit, and you're very close. There's a very close bond with you and spirit, okay? I want to say they're with you 24/7. Okay, even if you've got other things to do on the earth plane, they're there right beside you, okay? Okay. It's a very strong, I take it it's your wife, a very strong bond there between your wife, and you're a very inquisitive, my hearts. You've got a very inquisitive mind. Yes? Yeah? Can I hear your voice? Yes, you're very inquisitive. Hey? You're nosy, are you? Well, that's not bad. So, you find out information, don't you, if you're nosy? But your look on life has been quite serious as well, I feel. You don't take life gimmickly. You look at things around you and how it affects people. You see with your eyes, and you see the world as it truly is. There's no blinkers with you. You see it as it is, and you understand it. Can you understand that? And it does affect you sometimes. With all the troubles of the world, you wish it would. You wish it would go away. Can you understand that? You're a deep thinker. I don't think you realise how deep thinker that you are. That it's quite deep within you. Okay, I've got to give it because that's what they say. That's what they're saying to me. Okay, you do. I feel you have a monk with you around you. If you're not aware of him, that he's pouring into you, and he's going to help you in your way, how you look at life and how you perceive life. Okay, because it can get to you. You don't realise sometimes how life is with you and how it affects you. Can you understand that? Sorry? You can understand that. So I'm a bit pluggy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. There's some interesting changes coming around you as well, okay, which they're bringing into your life, okay? Are you healing as well? Do you do healing as well? You do healing as well? There's changes coming in there as well, okay? It's going to be more deeper from your hands as you heal people, okay? And they're working with you at the moment, okay? But that's coming in on a slow vibration, they're saying, all right? So just acknowledge that, and you will feel changes within your physical body. You will feel changes, and you'll become more in tune. You are in tune now when you work. Okay, there's no doubt about that. But you'll become even finer tuned, because that's what they're doing to you. Okay, and that will make a great difference with how you look and how you work. They're very happy how you are and how you're working, and you work with spirit, and they're very happy. And they thank you for the time that you give to them, and thank you for the work that you do. Okay, so you're most appreciated. So please take that on board, and they give you a lot of love and send you a lot of love. Okay, and always know that they're there for you. Okay, because I don't think you talk to them enough. But they will be there for you. Okay, you're a very special partner. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you. Hi there. I've never seen a hill for two people at the same time. I think that was fascinating. That was, so it was really nice to watch. It's really nice to watch, you know. So When I touched you and you had a beautiful aura around you, and I felt quite emotional because the help there that you have for one another is unique, okay? And but you, what you said, you were feeling that you understand the connection, okay? You're both spiritual people. Yes, yeah. You can take it further if you want to take it further. Okay. I don't know if you want to sit in circles to develop. You can build the ability there. Okay. You talk about what you sit in circles. Do a medium. Hello there. I am working with spirit. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what how you are, when spirit are with you, it like it loves you, it separates you from it. You're a different person, you feel your aches, you feel your pain. It's like once Gordon was in a wheelchair and his spirit guy came through, and he's got up and he's walking around like a thing. I never saw that, only once I heard. And then when it's finished, you sit back down again. So it's amazing what spirit can actually do, and the healing and the power that spirit has got all around you. Okay, people you like to get out and about. You try to get out and about, and that's good. Because so many people just stay at home and don't do nothing. You're determined to get out. You're determined to do things, and that's a good thing. You've got a lot of help from family in the spirit world. So you understand that, aunts and uncles and that, and that in the world are also a factor as well. I've got animals as well. Just like animals as well in the spirit world. They come through, and I don't know if I've got a name Martha come through. Just hold on to that, can't they? Sometimes I chuck a word out or I chuck a name out, and I've got a hand through and a Peter. So if you just hold on to those words, you might remember them. Someone you know, a friend you might know, So they just put those words out. So just hold on to those words, okay? Peter, so you can take Peter. Hello? Yeah, okay, those all shut out now. Yeah. So Peter's in the spirit world. Yeah, and Andrew's. Okay, so probably Peter holding out, Andrew's in the spirit world. Okay, so thank you for taking that. The names. Okay, so they will just automatically, they just file them out, so file them out as well. Reading, are you interested in something? I showed the book, you read quite a lot. You read into the book. Say, have you thought about reading philosophy books? You're open to it. Yeah, they say try to read some good. Nick might be able to help you there. Read some books because they will give you a great insight. Okay, if you're very enthused, you are in tune with spirit. Okay, and you realise this. I don't think you realise how in tune that you are with spirit. Okay, so if you can get some good theological books about philosophy, it will help people understand it even more. I think you need that. I think you're saying he's got his hand open with his books, giving them to you. Okay. Yeah. So he's giving you these books for you to read. Okay. You can choose them as well. Okay. And take the information that you get from them. All right. Because that will help you as well. There's ability there for you to be clear as well. Okay. But it's there if you want to do it. Okay, it's another field that can open up for you. Okay, so if you want to go down that field, there are people who can help you with it. Okay, your lovely wife there, she can give you a hand as well. Lovely Nick. So but it's open to you. Okay, it's open. There's a holiday. Don't you just thought about holiday by the coast? So have a break, take a break. Okay, it's kind of like saying have a nice little break. Go down by the coast. Have a couple of days. Just relax, just unwind. I feel that you need this at the present moment in time. Can you understand that? Thank you very much. They're saying, there's a lot of love there for you coming in. At the moment, can you take a little dog in spirit? There's a little dog around your legs, okay, at home, and at home, luckily you can't skip over, terrible stuff. But he's just around at the moment of time. Okay, lovely little dog. Very, very happy little dog. A little Yorkie, was it? Bless you. Yeah, a little lovely, so friendly as well, so friendly, and love cuddles as well. Can you understand that? And so he's actually there all the time, to be honest with you. I know there's other animals that you care for, but this one seems to, he likes your company, and that's a nice thing. And there's a nice aura around him as well. And I don't know if you've actually seen the little doggy. He might try and manifest so you can see him. He's right. Okay, but just get on with your life. Don't. A lot of people sometimes say, "Oh, it's going to happen." And I wait. It's going to happen. I just say, get on with your life, and when it's going to happen, it will happen. Okay. So he's a lovely little doggy. Okay. Good time at Christmas time. They're taking me right over to Christmas. Okay. Very happy time for you, Christmas time. There's a lot of love there, a lot of family gatherings as well over Christmas time for this year. Good time, okay? But a happy time, good times, okay? And there's a lot more people who want to come to you for messages as well, my love. Okay, so they want you to build your strength up as well. Okay? But that's coming, alright? So just be aware of more contact from people who will okay? So just keep that in your mind and build yourself up, okay? Listen to spirit, talk to spirit, because they're very, very close to the boat. Okay, there's a lot of love there. You've got beautiful all around the boat. It's a pleasure to come to you and to give you your message, okay? You know that they're full of love and there's a lot of love there for you, okay? Take their love, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, you, lady in green. I had a gentleman here in the spirit world. I had a grandfather in the spirit world. Very nice gentleman. Someone who fought in the war. You understand that? Stands very, very tall, very neat, very regimental. They met a lot of him to go into the army when he joined. And he got, I felt that he came out of the army as well. He done his security service and came out and that. And he says there was times when people asked him questions about the war, but he didn't want to talk about it. Do you understand that? I think because of how it affected him, what he saw in the things that he saw. We can't imagine what somebody saw. But it did affect him in his life. Okay? But he didn't let it affect him in his day-to-day living. He was a gentleman who really wanted to talk about it. He loved his family. He understand that. He loved his family. He could be quite quiet at times as well. But another time he loved children. He loved children around him. He said it took my mind off things that was playing in my mind, okay? He said I'd go to sleep in dreams, and he didn't say a lot to people about this, and I don't think you would know about it, would you? But he wouldn't actually talk about it. He wouldn't speak about it. He said, he'd wake up sometimes crying because of the dream and the memories. And he said, I had to put that all aside because I had a life to live after he came out of the army. Okay? And he said, I had a good life. You understand that? He enjoyed his life. He had a good life. Okay? I feel his wife is doing very well. Yes, not very well. She stands beside him, and he said she was his love of his life. She meant a lot to him. And she meant a lot to him. And she helped him through his life, through the situations and he couldn't understand. She was saying he was a complicated man. Okay, look at him, she said you wouldn't think he was, but he was. But his main emphasis was on his family, and the children around him. That's what kept him going. A gentleman who took life seriously as well. You understand that? we would have a good conversation where he cared for his family, didn't want to be uncared for, and he did anything to help them. And it's comes to you if you've got a problem. Let's talk it over. Let's see how we can a quite emotional man as well. Again, he would hold it in his stomach. He rather whatever was gone go to the room. He was wild. Because I didn't want the family to know. I would say, and I don't know, but he sometimes as well. Quite low, and the wife said, I loved him dearly, but times were quite hard, but she never gave up the love there. There was times where she would love to actually sat down with someone and explain, but she knew she couldn't because he wouldn't want her to indulge in what was dead and what his life that he led, But a proud gentleman, if you understand that, a proud man. He did. He said, "I did what I was called." I don't feel he was called. I felt he actually got it. And you understand, he knew that before he was young. He said, behind you, watching you, enjoying what you do.
I will swap microphones in a moment between messages.
I want to say 24/7. Sometimes he doesn't like it that way. Little yellow rose, whatever you like roses, pick a yellow rose and put it in the heart. And I said, don't mind her too. We got this light or two candles. Just put on that side.
This is the voice of the Mr.
Can I come to you, my lovey? Your husband's.
You've got another 20 minutes, mate. You're right. I'm just swapping
I wonder what that was then. I saw this pair. I thought, oh God, it's spirit. It's about hands. Oh. Husband with you? Husband's with you all the time, isn't he? Very jolly, loving man, isn't he? Really jolly, loving man. Liked a good time as well, and he makes sure that you have a good time as well. Health-wise, you're not too bad at the moment. Hey? You're okay at the moment. Yeah, he's saying, yeah. Yeah, he's saying, God, you're lucky, aren't you? That's me, not you. I've got my hearing aids in. Yeah. Yeah, he's been watching you as well these last couple of weeks as well. And he's saying you need to slow down sometimes. Can you understand that, madam? You do too much sometimes, and he says you just need to slow down, have a cup of tea, have a chat, or whatever, and then do what you want to do, get going again. Okay? There's a lot of changes coming around for you as well, my love. A lot of changes, okay, in your personal life. Okay, a lot of decisions you're going to be making, and he's saying, don't worry, they'll be the right ones. Okay, and he says that he'll help you to sort them through, because I know that you talk to him. Okay, I know that you talk to him, and he's very much around you. You very much sense his presence, don't you? Yeah, you can just walk in a room and you know he's standing there, can't you? Yeah. Don't think you've ever seen him, though, have you? Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. That's very. Oh, good, grand. Yeah. Okay then. A cat. I've got a cat here. Cat in spirit. Get a little cat in spirit. Yeah. Yeah. That's around you as well at times, around your feet, and sometimes it sits on your lap. I think you feel that as well. Sometimes you feel that on your lap as well. A very spiritual lady, obviously. You know, that you are, but you've been a spiritualist all your life, really, haven't you? Even as a little child. Okay, you cared for things, you looked after things. Okay, you nurtured things as well. You helped things pass over as well, didn't you? Yeah, yeah, and I thank you for that. You've got some good times coming for you as well, happy times, okay? Again, a trip by the coast, by the sea, they're showing me, it's like a day out type of thing, but it's well deserved, it's well required, okay? And I just said, just enjoy yourself, okay? Have a nice time, okay? Christmas time is coming up for you. Very special time for you, Christmas time. Be surprised at what happens, okay? Your husband's got a surprise for you, okay? So just watch out for that. And he's just saying that you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to really love it, okay? There's a lot of love there for you, and there's a lot of love for you, Nick, as well, okay? And he walks with you all the time, and he's with you all the time. He says, you ain't ready to come over, not yet. You know, sometimes you think myself, you know, you'd like to join him, but no. He says, you've got too much to do here. And he said, if you came over, I'll kick you back. And he sits there, he's down there laughing, but a lot of love there for you. A very strong bond, one alive as well. A real strong, loving bond, okay? Love at first sight, I want to say, when you got together. Nothing would have pulled you two apart. You were a very strong union, okay? And he loves you so much, so dearly, okay? And that love never dies. All right, so take his love and know that he's there with you, like you do know that he's with you, okay? And lovely working with you. Thank you very much. You look, oh my God. I have a gentleman here, standing here in the spirit world. Okay, one on your father's side of the family. Okay, very tall, very upright. Again, I want to say military. Can you understand that? I want to say military. I want to say, I want to say army. Can you understand that? Yeah, they're all army people, okay? Because it's like army or seaman. I thought, no, this has got to be army. It's got to be army. Again, a very upright, standing gentleman. Fought for his country, believed in why he was going to war. Okay, a very sad time when he missed his family, but I do feel he came out of the war. Okay, I feel he survived war. You know, um, uh, and he was in it. You know, he got his gun, and by God, you know, the enemy were there, and he believed in freedom and the right to be free, and that's one of the reasons why he joined. Well, I think he was just scripted, you know, but he was very happy to go in, you know, to fight, you know, and to know that when the war was over, people would still be free. You know, you're not being ruled by a dictator. and he was a very strong man in the army. He had a lot of friends in the army. He was a very good soldier. Okay, he wasn't. He was very much instant on what he did. Okay, it wasn't no, shall I do this? Shall I do that? I'm doing it. You know, because he said if not, it could have been you. If you know what I mean. You know, there's quite a few people in your family who's been in the army. Can you understand? Can you take that? All the men have been in the army. Very army-regulated family. Okay, and they've all enjoyed it. You know, it's like one's followed the other. Can you understand that in going into the army?
Well, my granddad was in the army.
Yes.
And he had 4 sons.
Yes.
And they
All went in the army.
up.
Yeah. Called up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay then. Thank you. Okay then. Yeah. But he came out and he said, I came out, I put the uniform down, I came out and I got on my life. He said he got married, had children, okay, had a good life, okay. I see him like tilling the earth as well, like allotments, like growing vegetables and that. And vegetables and that. He liked to get out. He showed me a bike. Would you ride a bicycle? You wouldn't know, okay? But he showed. Okay, he showed me a bicycle anyway, so I've got to give that to you. That's something that he'd do. He'd ride. It was like riding his bicycle to his allotments. But he said there was you could enjoy it then in the country. He said there wasn't many cars around, you know, not pollution and that. Because I don't think he really was a car lover. You know, whether he owned a car is another matter. But I think as he got older, he's saying as I got older, I got a little bit more grumpier. You know, in myself and that. But his family meant everything to him. You know, and did you know this gentleman? This gentleman, he's, your granddad, yeah, okay, because he's very much around you as well and very close to you as well. You know, and he's saying sometimes people can upset you. You've been hurt. You've been hurt. You've been hurt a lot of times. And he said it's not fair how people treat people. But you know, he says you've got an inner strength. You've got an inner strength there, which you're able to get out and to get over it. Okay, and you don't hold resentments against people what's done bad to you. You let that go, and that's the best thing that you can do. Because otherwise it only eats up you, don't it? You know. So, and he says that you're strong and you're determined in your outlook on life as well. If you want to do something, you do it. If you want to read something, you will read it. You know, you're very much I want to say a one person sometimes. You know, because of how people have treated you in the past. You know, you shut yourself off sometimes. And you do it because you need to do it, okay? And then you open the door and you come back out again. But that's a good time because that's a healing time for you as well. And you know, spirit around you as well. You have a lot of people around you. There's a lot of family around you as well. You know, who've gone into the spirit world. There's a lot of people around you as well. And again, I feel that you sense them around you as well at times. Yeah, you do, don't you? There's a lot around. There's quite a lot around you as well, isn't it? You know. Okay, I've got, they just give me shouting out Arthur and Mary. I don't know if you can take the 2 names, but just hold on to them. Don't worry, just hold on to them because sometimes they might come to you a bit later. And I've got a Michael as well, who's just shouting out a Michael. Can you take a Michael?
Within the family.
Within the family, yeah, because we'll be in the family, so I understand. So so thank you for taking that, taking his name. Yeah, okay. And I've got a Joseph as well, the Joseph. Just hold on to that. If you can't take, doesn't matter. Just hold on, because it could be your friend, you know, a friend of a friend, and you might be talking, and so just, oh, I know Joseph. So just hold on, because they will do that sometimes. Just check. Walks. They're showing you like your walks. You like to go on walks. You like walking, yeah, and walking in the hills. Have you ever gone on a walking holiday? No, it's pretty flat, isn't it? I noticed that coming here tonight. You know, Suffolk's not as bad. That's because that's where I come. That's where I was born, Suffolk. But they're saying, you know, perhaps have you ever thought about going on a? It's a thought they might put into your head. I like a walking holiday. You know, so I think something you would enjoy it. You know, like the hills and that. You know, get your walking shoes on and taking the fresh air, it will do you a world of good. It will pick you up. It will lift you up. It will lift you up emotionally as well. 'Cause that's what I feel. And from your solar plexus upwards, you know, you will feel a great relief. A lot of stuff will be emptied from you as well. So take that on board. You know, hold on to that. You know, you can go with a friend, or even if you go on yourself. You know, doesn't make no difference. You know, hey. Yes, yeah. So it'd be a really good time for you and a lot of thinking as well. You could be able to. They say you'll be able to think because you're a great thinker as well, a great thinker. You know, and how again a lady how perceives life, how life has treated you, and how it's changed you as a person, but for the best, but for the better. Okay, you've got through a lot, and spirit have been with you. Okay, and family's been with you as well. Okay, they've been holding your hand, and there've been lots of hugs, lots of healing as well. So what they're saying is you're never alone. Because sometimes you might feel that you are alone, and you think, why is this happening to me? But what spirit is saying, we're with you. We're with you. We're with you all the way. Okay, so take their love. Know that they are with you. They're working with you. And again, talk to them. Don't be afraid to, talk to them all the time because they listen. Though we might not hear them, they hear every single word that we say to them, and they'll help you in whichever possible way that they can help you. Okay, so thank you very much for working with me. Thank you. Huh? Okie dokie. Can I come to you, sir? Yes. Yeah. Very inquisitive mind. I'm being told. You look a lot through these eyes. You see a lot through your eyes, and you take a lot into your back of your subconscious mind. Can you understand what they're saying here? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Someone who I feel, how can I say this? Someone who would, if you got a hunch, you'd need to carry it out. You want answers. Can you understand that? You look at it and say, no, I'm not happy with that. I need answers. I want proof. I need to know that what I'm being told or being shown is that I can understand it. And if I don't understand it, it's out of the window. Can you understand that? You're a very thoughtful man, a very deep, thoughtful man, okay? There's a lot of caring there for you as well from you as a person, okay? There's healing around you as well. I don't know if you do healing, but you would make a very good healer because you could make that connection with spirit. Are you very much aware of spirit around you? Because they are around you, okay? But you're the healers, yeah. You're the lady who did the double chew, weren't you? It was amazing to watch that. It really was. But you have the ability as well, sir, okay? And a very, very good healer that you would be, and that's what they're saying to me, okay? But it's up to you. You have the choice. If you want to go, if you want to learn how to do it, you will learn, you will make that decision, sir, and you will go down that path, but you will be very thorough in your investigation as well. You would ask a lot of questions as well, because that's how you are. That is your makeup. Can you understand that, sir? And what they're saying is you've got like a rainbow over you. There's a lot of colours. There's a lot of colours around your aura. We have colours around our etherical field, and you, sir, have got quite a lot. If you had one of these photos done where you sit down and they take a photo, and then you see the colours around your aura, you'd be amazed how many colours are around you, and each colour has a meaning. Your wife probably be able to tell you this. She just smiles. She just smiles. But yes, sir. But that, and they will tell you, things about your life, and you'd be very interested. You'd be very inquisitive, and again, you'd be asking questions. You'd be firing questions, and that's really good. It's a really good thing. There's a lot of people just say, "Oh yeah, okay, that's good." But you say, "Hold on a minute. What does this mean? What does that mean?" And that's really good. And them, the spirit, spirit are really excited that we're talking about this, okay? But they know you have the decision to make that decision, okay? About healing, okay? You look at life you don't look at life coloured, you look at life black and white, how it is, how it's affecting everybody. And you know, things on the news we see and how it affects us and how it affects you, because it does, doesn't it? So it does it affects everybody, you know, with the way things are going at the moment. But you're very solid. You're very solid in your outlook as well. Okay, you would when you read interesting books. If you've never read a book, you know the opportunity is there for you, and you would be fascinated by some of the things that you would actually learn and read. Because again, it's your mind is tick 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 tick. You've got a really fascinating mind. You know, you've got a really interesting mind. You know, and you're not using it to your full potential. But it's up to you, sir. It's up to you. You know, they're just saying there's a lot there that you could learn. A lot which would come forth for you, would benefit you as well, and God, you'd be such a different person. You know, you're quite a strong person. You're quite a strong personality as well, aren't you? Yeah, very strong personality as well. You know, and you protect those that you love. Okay, you don't sound no BS, do you? You know, no, you're right to the point, and that's one thing what I like about you. You're very strong. You know, you don't. No one wants to mess with you, but it's words. It's how you say words. You're not physical. It's words. How you can stand there, direct, eye contact, and what you say, what comes out of your mouth, that affects people. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you have the ability to do that. Yeah, and you can make someone feel that small, or walk away. You know, think, God, he's right, isn't he? But that's brilliant. You know that violence doesn't achieve anything. You know, but you've been like it all your life, sir. Can you understand that? You know, you've been like that all your life. You know, and there's not a coincidence that you are with who you are with now. Okay, because the connection there is again nice and strong. There's a lovely colour there, a lovely pinky colour around you with blues and greens. Okay, they're nice colours, they're enriched colours, and the colour is enriched. It's not just like a green, but it's a deep enriched green. Okay, and there's a blue around you as well, because obviously blue to me, for if you understand, is a healing colour. Yeah, as you are together. So the blue connects you together, okay? But a fascinating gentleman, someone to sit down with, and when you connect with spirit, the words that would come out would be surprising. And anyone talking to you and speaking to you would come away thinking, my God, you know, what an interesting man. Okay. Don't knock yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. Because I think sometimes you tend not to, you sometimes let your guard down a little bit. Can you understand what I'm saying? And you don't let that strength that you have sometimes wavers a little bit, but it bounces back. You're not. It's not something hold on a minute, and boom, and it's back again. Can you understand that? You know, you understand that, and yeah, a very wise person. Okay, there's quite family members around you in the spirit world. Some of them in the spirit world, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I've just got a name, Jennifer, Jenny. You just hold on to that name. Again, it might be someone, or might be someone you might know who's got someone over there. They don't really say. They just kind of like shout these. I don't know what they do it for, but they do. They just, give a. And a Martha. I've got a Martha, but I feel a Martha is somewhere. I feel a Martha is in your family, but I think you've got to look back. You've got to look back on your in your family, and I feel it's on your mother's side of the family. But you've got to look back. It's like if you're doing a family tree, and you'll find Martha. She's saying, you'll find my name, Martha. It's there. It's definitely there. She's saying, I'm 100% on your mother's side. So it's there. If you ever do that, she's there, okay? There's a lot happening for you next year as well, a lot of busyness for you next year. Okay, there's a lot. I feel like there's a group of people around you, but you're in charge of this group, okay? And I feel it could be work related, okay? It could be work related, but you're going to be chosen as the main man, okay? Because of your sturdiness and your calmness and how you look at life, Okay, that's why they'll pick you. Okay, because there's no BS with you, is there? You know that you are as you are, and that's why they'll choose you. Okay, and Spirit is saying they can't go wrong with you. Okay, and I think it'll be people a bit higher up than you, but they will make that decision. Can you understand that? Or just hold on to that thought. Okay, okay. I've got dogs around you as well. Dogs. Dog lover? No, do you like dogs? You tolerate dogs. Okay. It's just got dogs around you. Dogs in the spirit world. So I don't know if family have had dogs in the spirit world, but they're just around you. I think I don't think you attract dogs on this side of the world, but on the other side they're quite around you. Okay. And cats as well. More around you. Cats and more. Sorry? How sad? Oh, well, it'll just surround you, okay? Just bringing the animal love into you, okay? It's nice being working with you. Very interesting man. Very interesting man. Yeah, nice to make your presence. Nice to know you. You never know, you might be holding a class one day. Very interesting man. Very interesting mind. Yeah, truly. Look after it. Thank you very much for working with me. Your family sends a lot of love, both of you in the spirit world. Okay, thank you very much. They needed to get that message through to you, sir. They needed you to hear that, okay? You do have a lot of spirit around you. You have family and spirit in this world. There's no need for them to actually, who came through, I feel, was on your father's side of the family who wanted to give you that message, okay? And there's a lot of spirit people there egging him on for him to give you that message, okay? I'm trying to ask for a name, but they won't. I want a name, but they won't give me a name. And yet sometimes I'll just chuck it out. So, okay. Arthur, can you take an Arthur? No, okay, just hold on to that as well, okay? So it might be, again, family, or it might be friends or someone you might know. You're talking, and they're like, oh, I remember him. It just be one of those, okay? Well, thank you very much for working with me. Thank you very much. Oh, is that it, is it? Oh. Thank you, everybody, for working with me. It's been really lovely being back here at Littleport. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Nick. Thanks.
I'm just going to lift the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Gooch. We've all had a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I know that there have been some comments that you need to read from at home, so I know that everyone at home has been watching and enjoying themselves. So thank you so much for a wonderful demonstration. Reminder, next week's going to be a big week. I have it on good authority that there will be some form of nourishment provided after the evening. So if anyone would like to add to it and donate to it, you're more than welcome to bring it along. What are you frowning at now, woman? Yeah. Don't have any tea. I doubt it will be a full banquet, but there will be some provisions available. Barry, I do have a favour to ask you. Don't run away without seeing me before you go home tonight, because I've got a favour to ask. But it's going to be an awesome night, I know, next week, because it is a celebration of service. And I know it's going to be uplifting. To say that our medium next week will be, of course, the lovely Della Thompson. It will be a full mediumship evening. It's just that everything that happens before the mediumship will be completely changed. And please remember, we will be starting at 7:30 rather than 7:40. But other than that, one big final thank you to the lovely Michael Gooch. Don't forget that if you'd like to have some healing, Tony is available. If you don't want any healing for yourself, but you do want healing for others, I cannot underestimate and understate the importance of that healing book. And it is made use of throughout the week as well. So you can fill it out before the service. You can also put names in it after the service. It will still have that same impact. Many times we've had to say, and the half of West Row, the whole of West Row. I'm quite sure that at some point it's going to say most of Suffolk, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But no, thank you all so very much for being part of this evening and coming along and supporting. Do come and support our new ministers and of course our Della next week. Let's close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, divine, universal source of all creation, we thank you for this opportunity to come together and see that truth that is the world of spirit. As we go out into the world, let us take with us messages of hope, messages of upliftment, messages of peace, and most of all, messages of unity. And I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present and the friends and families that they represent. I ask the world of spirit and the Great Spirit to gather round and keep us all safe until we meet again in your name. Amen. And so, friends, that concludes the service proper. Again, Michael, thank you so much for a wonderful evening. Thank you to Tony and all of the healers. Thank you to Eunice for a lovely reading. You got some positive feedback as well. You can read that as well. And thank you all for being here and being part of it. We're going to say goodbye to everyone online, and then we are going to have a raffle, but most important... Hello. I know I can. I'm going to have a word with Michael. Would you like to wait until after the service? Thank you. Dear oh dear, you can't get the staff, can you? Where was I? See, you've put me off now, woman. We are going to have the raffle in a moment. No, it's gone now, so that's it. Right, after 3, 1, 2, 3. 1. And God bless you all. We'll see you soon.